House. Hello, my dear 8th graders. Guess who I am today? Harry Potter. All right. If you don't want to factor, there's another way out, which is called using the quadratic formula for quadratic equations. This is quadratic because x is squared, and 0 equal to 0 makes it an equation. Now, I would like you to memorize this song, and I'm going to show you a video of a little girl who knows it. So if she can do it, you can do it too. X equals opposite of b plus or minus square root b squared minus 4ac all over 2a. Some people say opposite of b or negative b. I like to say the opposite of b, but it doesn't matter. Again, x equals opposite of b plus or minus square root b squared minus 4ac all over 2a. Now, where does a, b, and c come from? If the equation is equal to 0, a would be the coefficient of the x squared, so in this case, a is 1. b is the coefficient of the x, in this case it's negative 8, and c is the constant, which in this case is 12. So let's just substitute into the equation. X equals opposite of b, b is negative 8, so it's 8, plus or minus square root b squared, negative times negative is positive, minus 4ac. A is 1 and C is 12, all over 2A. A is 1. So now we work what's in the radical first. You can get a calculator if you want to. 64 minus 4 times 1 times 12 is 16. All over 2 times 1 is 2. So x equals 8 plus or minus. What's the square root of 16? 4 over 2. X equals, now here there's two answers practically. One is 8 plus 4 over 2, and the other one is 8 minus 4 over 2. So here we can separate them. So x equals 8 plus 4, 12 over 2, 8 minus 4, 4 over 2. So the answers are 12 divided by 2, 6, and 4 divided by 2, 2. Since it's x squared, remember we have two answers. And I'll do one more for you. What is a? The coefficient of the x squared, which is 4. b, the coefficient of the x, which is negative 7. And c, the constant, negative 5. So let's substitute. X equals opposite of b plus or minus square root b squared, negative 7 times negative 7, minus 4ac. A is 4. And c is negative 5, all over 2a. A is 4. So now we do what's inside of the radical. 49 minus 4 times negative 5 will give you 129, all over 8. Now the square root of 129, I'm going to round that to the nearest tenths, all over 8. So here I'm going to split up the answers. 7 plus 11 4/10 over 8, and 7 minus 11 4/10 over 8. And here you can help yourself with the calculator. 7 plus 11 4/10 is 18 4/10 over 8, and 7 minus would give you negative 4 4/10 over 8. And then just divide these two, and we get 2 3/10. And divide these two, we get negative 6/10. And these are your two answers. Okay, so to solve quadratic equations, first you learned by factoring. If you cannot factor, then it's very convenient to use the quadratic formula. We can also solve it by graphing, but we're not going to be graphing quadratic equations.
Not by graphing.
And a third method is by graphing. Okay, so I would try factoring first because it's faster. If it doesn't work, then you just use the quadratic formula. And this we didn't touch this year. So come and look for me at the library if you need help with that sometime during your math career.